Wildfires spread through New Mexico and Arizona as the damage begins to increase.
Updates on the conditions of the Russia-Ukraine war, including first-hand sites provided by Ukrainian civilians.
Physicians speak out on the benefits and downsides of medical marijuana.
Need to pull out that winter coat for what hopefully will be the last time. Stick around and see this week's forecast after your top headlines.
This is TV2 News.
Good Monday morning, Portage County, and thank you for joining us. My name is Josh Aponte.
And I'm Anthony Zacharyasz. Your time is 10:30. Let's get into today's top headlines.
A Kent State biology professor helped save a mother and her child from the Cuyahoga River. Professor Darren Bade was kayaking in the river when he heard someone yelling. He helped the mother and daughter get out of the river and called the fire department. The two were then taken to Akron Children's Hospital and were reported conscious at the scene.
A Lake Township man died early Saturday morning after a standoff with police. The 45-year-old man, identified as Jason M. Teo, was hurling lit fireworks both inside and outside his home. Officers were able to save his two young children from the burning home after the fireworks sparked the fire. Teo was just recently released from the Stark County Jail on Friday after he was charged with illegally setting off fireworks.
Good morning, Portage County. Kayla Earnhart here to bring you the weather. This is our last week together, my friends, so let's celebrate our last week because it's going to be a great one. Today in Kent, it is 73 degrees right now. We've got some sun, we've got some clouds. It feels around 69 degrees, still high 60s. Getting into those 70s, it's going to feel really nice outside. Humidity's not that bad. Visibility's totally fine. We're seeing where we're going, and that wind is not that bad right now. Going on to later this afternoon, that sun is going to go away and we're going to get clouds, but the heat is going to rise and it's going to be 75 degrees. Later on tonight, that sun is gone. The clouds are here. Rain. Here it comes. We're going to get some rain. We're going to get some hail. So be careful. Get those umbrellas out and have fun in the rain. All around Northeast Ohio, we're all feeling the same way. We're loving it. High 60s, getting into the 70s. Over in Sandusky's, little mid-60s, you know. But that's all right. We're all enjoying the spring weather. Going on to this week, Monday, Tuesday, you know, we've got some winds, we've got some clouds, a little bit of rain. Wednesday, that wind is going to pick up 10, 20 mile per hour winds. Thursday and Friday, it's going to be sunny. We're going to love it. It's going to be nice springtime, getting us ready to leave for summer break. Saturday and Sunday, clouds are going to be there, and Sunday, that rain is coming back. April showers are seriously bringing those Mayflowers, so don't even worry about the rain. It's going to be nice. Make sure you have your umbrellas. And that's all I have for you, my friends. Don't forget to head on over to kentwire.com for more of the latest updates on weather, news, and sports. This has been Kayla Earnhart. I hope you guys have an amazing summer. Back to you guys on the desk.
Thank you, Kayla. Wildfires continue to move across the state of New Mexico as New Mexico's governor has declared a state of emergency. 20 wildfires burned Sunday in nearly 33 counties, which has led to civilians evacuating. In the neighboring state of Arizona, evacuation orders were enforced on 766 homes, authorities said. The cause of both fires in both states are still under investigation.
So our risk season is incredibly and dangerously early. And some people have asked me whether or not this means that we won't see that in May and June. One is not related to the other. It means we have a longer, more dramatic, and quite frankly, more dangerous, significant fire season ahead of us.
A Kentucky doctor speaks out on the benefits of using marijuana for medical purposes. Dr. Jeff Fox said that marijuana can be used to treat anxiety, multiple sclerosis, and glaucoma. However, Fox is worried about the unknown effects of the drug. House Bill 604 would approve of a marijuana research center in the UK. And Amazon workers in New York celebrated a victory this week. The Amazon Labor Union said that it wants longer breaks for the warehouse workers, a higher minimum wage, and more time off. The Amazon Corporation has yet to officially approve the proposals, but the company has agreed to observe the list. If Amazon doesn't approve the request, it could go to a national labor board to discuss the issues.
First-hand encounters by Ukrainian civilians have reported that Russian troops have targeted and shot Ukrainian civilians. One encounter said after dozens of cars were let through by Russian forces, those same forces began to open fire at the cars passing. Those shots led to one man losing his eye, mothers protecting their toddlers, and bodies laying deceased inside their cars. Most cars had white flags attached to them to indicate that they were innocent civilians. The horrors from the Russia-Ukraine war has continued to grow by the day. One Ukrainian mother has been cut off totally from her 21-year-old son after he was deported by Russian forces. Ukrainian sources report that Russian troops have deported thousands of Ukrainian civilians since the start of the war on February 24th. Under international law, any civilian that has been wrongly deported can be accused as a war crime. How a 75-year-old grandmother took an extended 57-year break from college and came back to graduate this spring.
The Agenda, Thursday nights at 9 at campwire.com. Also check out our YouTube at youtube.com/theagendatv2.
And now, your TV2 Sports Report.
Leaders. Today's top stories.
From an award-winning student newsroom.
This is TV2 News, truly Portage County.
How's it going, Portage County? I'm Michael Neenan, and I'm here to tell you about last night's sporting events for the last time of the semester. And, of course, we have the Cleveland Guardians taking on the New York Yankees in Yankee Stadium. And on the first play of the game here at the bottom of the first, we have Anthony Rizzo, who, of course, he would hit a nice homer all the way down to the stands here. Yankees, they would take a 2-0 lead here at the bottom of the first. And then here right after that, we have DJ LeMahieu, who hits down right field, and he would take 2 bases. That's a double RBI for him right there. What a play. But don't forget about the man himself, Garrett Cole. He'd have 9 strikeouts on the game. And once again, DJ LeMahieu would have another home run, and At the bottom of the 6th, the Yankees would go up 8-0. And here on the final play for the Guardians, Oscar Mercado at bat. He hits downfield, but unfortunately, it would be caught. And the Yankees would go on to win 10-2, and the Guardians are now 6-7 on the season. And coming up here, we have Celtics taking on the Nets here in the Barclays Center. And on the first play, Tatum, he would give up the lob to Rob Williams. Those were his only 2 points of the game, but he'd have some great defensive highlights. And Marcus Smart, he'd feed Jaylen Brown right under the basket. He'd get the dunk right there. Franchise point guard, if you ask me. But of course, Kyrie Irving, he would hit and bank in a layup right there under the basket. But of course, Kevin Durant, he wouldn't be outdone. He'd hit a 3 right there, but of course, he'd still have kind of a rough game anyway. We don't talk about that. Bruce Brown, he'd miss. Off the miss, of course, we have Derek White who passes it to Tatum for the and one dunk. And he'd get the and one right there. And then Tatum once again with a dunk at the end. But on the final play for the Celtics, Tatum would steal the ball and he'd drive it all the way down and get the dunk for the Celtics. Celtics win 109-103. Celtics take a 3-0 series lead.
Thank you, Michael. So, NBA playoffs are going on right now. We know the Cavs, unfortunately, did not make it, but I want to hear your guys', what's your NBA Finals predictions?
Well, personally, I have the Phoenix Suns and the Milwaukee Bucks advancing.
Okay.
If I had to bet money on it, I'd say probably Suns in 6.
Ooh.
But I think the Celtics have a pretty good chance at making the finals this year.
Okay. What about you, Anthony?
I agree with Michael in the East with the Bucks, and in the West, the Warriors. But I think the Bucks, they're gonna repeat again.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go out on a limb. Warriors for the West. I agree with you, Anthony. For the East, I'm gonna go with your Celtics, Michael. I'm feeling confident about them. I know you're from Boston. I know you're loving to watch those Celtics. But now we have Kayla joining us here on the desk. Oh wait, no, we're gonna take it over to Anthony.
In Raleigh, North Carolina, a 75-year-old grandmother is a part of the 2022 graduating class. Yes, you heard that right. Rebecca Inge graduated from Shaw University and now has a degree to prove it. After a 57-year gap, Inge first went to Shaw University in 1965 but had to drop out to care for her daughter. Inge went to pursue medical school because of how ill she was as a child and always had a dream of being a surgeon.
Oh, that's a nice story there, Anthony. I almost skipped over it. My bad. But now we have all of us here at the desk, and college. How has our last semester been for everyone?
It's been pretty good. I took a gap semester last semester, so it feels really nice to be back. I feel like some of my best memories are from this semester. I've been actually being social and going out and doing things.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, I think it's been really cool coming back here. In the first semester, you're really adjusting to, living in a new state. I'm actually a freshman. But then second semester, I think by that point, you're already used to it. And I think I've had a really fun time this spring semester.
Yeah, this second semester has flown by, and especially being here on TV2, it's been a lot of fun seeing our progression. And you, Josh?
I got to agree with you guys. First semester, it took a little bit to get used to. But second semester, nice and smooth. Favorite part about college, though, so far? TV2. 100%.
Absolutely.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys for being on this FlashCast with us. And that is all the time we have for your Monday FlashCast.
For updates on all of these stories and more, visit KentWired.com and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at KentWired. I'm Anthony Zacharyasz.
And I'm Josh Aponte. Have a great day, Portage County.
This is Portage County's TV2, broadcasting from the campus of Kent State University. Streaming online at KentWired.com.
I rescued Toast from a shelter in 2011. I love Toast because she's a lazy diva. Toast does whatever she wants, obviously. She's sleeping right now. She's an epic snuggler. She's so comforting. She's so loving. Toast makes me laugh. When I walked into the shelter, I knew right then that she was special.